Hi everyone, and welcome to your fairy guide energy reading for November. And if you're watching this later than November, that's fine. These messages are timeless. I just do them each month. So this is the reading that I'm doing for fairy guide energy for November. As always, we have three piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is number 22, Leap of Faith. Pile 2 is number 27, Maintain Your Childlike Spirit. And pile 3 is 29, Contemplation. So choose the card that you like, the words on the card, the numbers on the card, or the artwork on the card. Whatever it is that calls to you, that is meant to be your pile. And if you're called to more than one, by all means, you can watch more than one. Let your intuition do the work for you here. And one last thing, sorry, before I go. I am open for personal readings when it comes to tarot and oracle, when it comes to mediumship, or when it comes to astrology. There is a link to my website in the description box where you can go in and see the services as well as the pricing. Okay, so thank you very much. I thank you for taking a look at that. That is certainly helpful for me, and I will see you in your pile. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1. This card, Leap of Faith, number 22. Master number here. All right, so if this is what you chose, this is your reading. I'm actually doing it as I was doing the piles of tarot and oracle, 4 different ones. I was kind of like, I feel again like this is 4 individual messages, okay? So this could be surrounding the energy the fairy guides will be bringing in around you. They also work with God, Source, Universe, and your other spirit guides, okay? So everyone works together here, but the fairies are the lead hand this reading, okay? And you know, so it could be 4 individual messages, and I kind of feel that that's what it is, but you may find that they do tie together in some way. We won't know until we actually get into them. All right, so first set out, we have King of Autumn, and we have Purity. Okay, let's look at these together. So with the King of Autumn, we have compassionate, accomplished, yes, charismatic, gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So it could be any of those things, but let's tie it into the Purity card here, where we have always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your questions. I feel right now what's popping out to me here specifically is everything going your way, okay? I really feel the message that they're trying to bring through, and these are beautiful cards, is that if you choose, okay, because everything's a choice, so if you choose to look at things in a pure way, what is coming for your heart? What is your heart, your soul, your gut, your intuition telling you? Are you leading from love? Are you leading from a good place? If you're looking for a place to work, are you going there with good intentions? Or are you just going there for the money? It can really come down to that type of thing. Are you going there because it's the job you really, really want? Or do you think it will just be another notch in your belt? These are some things to maybe think about. Because if you go inside and you really ask yourself, leave the ego out, because the ego's going to go for money and prestige every time. Pretty much it will. But really go within to look for the answers. And we live in a society now where no one really goes within. We just go for what it is that we want, what it is that we think we need. Okay? But be really truthful. with yourself about this. That's what I want to say. And I feel you already know that you need to be truthful. You know if you're doing something for the wrong reasons, right? But I also love that it does say, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. So maybe you're going to be in and around a situation that's really going to be asking you to make the decision on what's right. Not what you think is right, what you feel deep down is right. And for some of you, it may just be that you're going to be going to a good company to work for, and you've done all the research and you know that this is where you want to go, or if you are in charge of hiring someone, that this is the right person for you. Okay? Just always remember to keep that compassion, that charisma, kind of flowing. It's never bad to have too much compassion or charisma for that fact. But really, really trust your gut. That's the message in this set of cards here. Whatever it is you're doing, trust your gut, trust your intuition. Next, we have 7 of Autumn with have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So it could be any one of those things for you, but we also have here Garden of the Sun and Moon. The change you seek may be outside your comfort zone. Ask for the strength to help you move forward. I love that. And maybe that's what's holding you back, because it's saying have patience and don't worry. Maybe it is that you're feeling like you don't have the strength to carry on. I was talking about this in a reading the other day, where you're working really hard, say with the 7 of Autumn, you are nurturing, you're trying to get something to grow, but you run out of steam. So this is you maybe asking for whatever it is in your life, anywhere from personal to work, where you are asking for the strength to help to move you forward, right? Take time and rest and plan your next steps. You just need that little bit of downtime, okay? You also may need to ask people for help, all right? And then there's also the message in here, a prudent investment of time or money. And maybe that's what you need to make. That's what that nurturing is here, right? That nurturing, being wise, assessing things, making choices. And maybe you need to have other people come in and help you for support. Don't be afraid to ask for that. I love these because there's many different messages within each set of cards. Beautiful. Next, we have 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. And that could even, we can see it tying up to here with just not having the energy, because maybe you're feeling like you're powerless. Maybe you don't believe that you have what it takes, or you don't believe in yourself, or you're not confident. What card do we have going with this? Thinking of you. Oh, very interesting. Okay. So this here, I feel, is almost like you, if you're in this situation or where you're feeling like this, right? Lack of self-confidence, feeling powerless, feeling like you're not good enough or you don't have what it takes. I feel like this is just the fairies saying, oh, that's okay. We're not going to let you stay in that energy forever, or we're asking you not to stay in that energy forever. We've got your back. We're thinking of you. And I love that she has an infinity symbol tattoo here on her arm. And it's like the fairies are saying right now, or if you know, you've come to this reading, I'm using a fairy deck, and that's why the fairies are the lead hands in this reading, right? It's their energy coming out on these cards. So it could be them, but if you want to believe it's God, Source, Universe, or we'll just say spirit in general, your spirit guides, whoever it is, they've got your back. Look, they're just sitting there waiting. You call on us when you need our help. We're always sitting here waiting. You just need to call on us. If you're feeling this whole lack here, right? Like you're not good enough, that you're powerless, that you're not able to make the right decisions, you don't believe in yourself, come and talk to us and we'll help you find those things about yourself that prove this card wrong, basically. Okay? Call on them. Also go to purity of heart. You know who you are deep down. There's just been many things, like most people, that have happened along the way that have knocked you down. You can think of it that way. Look here, ready to lend a helping hand, okay? And this card is leap of faith. We're talking here, trusting, right? Making decisions, being assertive. This is all a leap of faith. I'm feeling for you, this is all going to be a new type of being, or a new way of being, or a new type of energy for you, pile one. The Lovers. True love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. That's here, and here, I want to say. Because, like I said, deep down, you know. You look within and you'll find the answers, and you'll remember when you were powerful. You'll remember when you had what it takes. You'll remember when you were strong enough to keep going. And that will help you to take the leap of faith to keep moving forward. A return to good health. So, along with transformation, leap of faith, you're transforming. I feel like this is going to be a new way of being for you. Look, the process of self-transformation will open your eyes to the timeless truth of yourself. It's what I literally just said, but as I always say, not as eloquent as the card. You know who you are deep down. You know who you are in any of these situations and what it is that you're capable of. And I'm going to say this, and for some of you, maybe you've never been assertive in your life. Maybe you've never been the powerful, courageous one, but now is your time. This is your leap of faith, okay? Now is your time. So, could it be new love coming in? Look at this card. It very well could be. Could it be taking the next step in a relationship? And not necessarily to wedded bliss here, but it could just be taking the next step in a relationship. Or maybe finally your prince or princess charming is going to come in. Maybe you've been sick for a while and your body's transforming and healing, okay? And you're returning to good health. That could be a message for some of you if you have been in bad health. And choices made from the heart. I can't repeat that one enough. So those are your main messages, pile one. There are many within, right? But with transformation, I feel like this is all. I said it right. This is a transformation for you in some way. Like I said, it will be different for everyone, but I watch tarot readings for myself, and I know when it resonates for me. I'm like, yep, that's mine. And then sometimes in that same reading, I'll go, nope, that's not mine. You leave it, right? You just leave that behind because it's not resonating with you in any way. Therefore, you don't try to make it happen. It just simply is what is, right? But you'll know when a message in any of these or something I've said coming in from spirit makes a difference. Let's get 3 tarot here. Queen of Swords. Love it. The Moon. Oh, I love that too. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why I love that Moon card. And the 9 of Wands. Yeah, so for any of you, let's just go straight to that 9 of Wands. If for any of you, you have been carrying an extra burden, it's just an easy way to say it, an extra burden. Something's been weighing on you, short term or long term, but you know you need to get it off your back. You need to remove those wands from off your back or from around you here, right? It's like the wands are holding down this dragon that the fairy wants to ride, because the dragon is just feeling despair and like, you know what, I've been fighting a long, hard battle here. It could even be with your health, okay? And it's time to put that down. But this is leap of faith. This is transformation. So if you're willing to work on it, and that's always the message in these, if you're willing to do the work, they have your back. You call on them and they are there, okay? Sometimes it's a miracle, and sometimes it's the hard work that you put in as well. With the Moon, remember I said maybe for some of you, you've just forgotten who it is deep down, right? You've forgotten to listen to your heart and to know who you really are. And for others of you, I said maybe you've never been assertive in your life, right? Maybe for some of you then, it won't be out in the spotlight or maybe out in a prime position that you'll do it. You may like to work behind the scenes. That's what I think of with the moon, because I always think of the new moon in the darkness, right? You're either working behind the scenes or you're working in a full moon with the spotlight on you, so to speak. I also feel here that when you do this, another message is that you are going to feel that moon energy, ruler of Cancer. You're going to feel all of that wonderful, wonderful emotions, okay? That caring, that nurturing, that self-care, that self-love, the intuitiveness of it all too, trusting your intuition, your gut feelings. And here with the Queen of Swords, I feel like she's coming in just to say, okay, now not too much emotion. We need to be balanced in here, our mind and our heart, not too much ego, not too much emotion. But we've got the Queen of Swords coming in who is very independent, who's very courageous, who is very clear thinking, okay, and who is able to set up clear boundaries. Maybe from those people that were trying to keep you down and keep you feeling like you're not good enough, strong enough, assertive enough, whatever. So let's get a couple of oracle cards here before we go. This is a beautiful message from the fairy. This one fell out. Medicine. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue. Like medicine, they're good for you. I'm going to put this with the return to good health and with the transformation and the leap of faith. Maybe for some of you, this is very much health-led, and this is a little message just for you. Let's get one more card here from the Fae. All right, the Forest Fae, and let's see what they're bringing in for messages. The Fairy Harper. Oh my heavens, look, the Queen of Swords is holding a harp. Find the words to long forgotten songs and dance to the music in your soul. Remember who you are. Harp and harp, not a coincidence. Divine message. So pile one, if you enjoyed this reading, please a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Also subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, I would love that. We have return viewers. Hello, everyone. And also, if you know someone who may need to hear a message like this, by all means, pass it along to them. If it would be helpful to them in any way. All right. Thank you, pile one. See you next time. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2, this card, Maintain Your Childlike Spirit, number 27. We are going, these cards are beautiful, the ones that you had to choose from for your piles. We're going to be doing tarot and oracle here. One of these messages or all of them on individual cards or as the pairs that I put them in could resonate with you. Also, when I was creating the piles though, I was creating them with the intention of them being individual messages, okay? If they happen to tie together, we'll know when I get in there, then they do. But for the most part, it's like 4 individual sets of messages and then messages within those messages. I can't wait to get into them for you. Let's just set this aside, okay? And we'll get right into card set 1. Okay, pile 2, 10 of Spring. Ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by so many responsibilities. That sounds like today's world for sure. And the card that we have with that is music. It's so funny. I get a lot of music charms, and I really don't have more of them than any other charms when I do my charm readings. I do have a playlist for them if you haven't seen one yet, and music comes out a lot. But it does say here, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Okay, well, nice. There we go. But what I want to say is, with this 10 of Spring and feeling, you know, like it's all work and no play in your life. Music's play. And if we want to look at maintain your childlike spirit, okay? What do children love more than music and dancing, putting on dances for you, lip syncing songs for you, especially, you know, from early age right up until, you know, they get too cool to do that. But think of that as childlike energy. Remember, I mean, we used to put on more dancing and lip syncing when I was a kid. Oh, it used to be so much fun. And one of my friends, her parents in their living room had the fireplace that went wall to wall with quite a, you know, a ledge, I guess, or hearth or whatever you want to call on it, that went the whole way. The perfect stage, okay? We spent a lot of time up there. Anyway, think of that. Think of the things. I just want to bring this back in. Maintain your childlike spirit. Everything here feels heavy. It feels like too much responsibility, right? You're being weighed down by it. Maybe you need to take a time out. Maybe concerts, if you like concerts, but you've been putting it off because you don't have time. Maybe you like musicals, plays. Maybe you like the opera. Maybe you like ballet. It could be any of those things. Maybe you like to play your own music, your own instruments, or like to sing, and you haven't been doing that for yourself because everything feels so, you feel so burdened and weighed down by it. But they're saying, ask others for help. Also, ask the fairies. Fairies also work with all of the spirit guides, God source universe, which I'll just refer to from here on in as spirit. They work with all different types of spirit, of love, light, and highest vibration to help you move forward through your difficult times. So call on them. Ask them to bring the childlike spirit back with the music into your life. And maybe for some of you, it's just rocking out in your car when you're driving to and from work or whatever it is that you do, okay? Like, do not be afraid, but listen to the lyrics as well and see how it affects or touches your soul, because there could be a message in there for you. All right, let's get to the next set. We have the Dreamer. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. All right, with Bluebell Fairy. Mistakes can happen at any time, and that is how we learn. Forgive yourself and then move on with the lessons learned. Okay, trust yourself. Yeah, maybe you've made mistakes in the past, all right? Maybe you're watching this right now and you're like, you know what, I've done too much damage. I've, hurt myself in too many ways, be it financially, emotionally, relationships, whatever it is. There's no way I deserve or possibly could have a new start. And they're saying, yes, you absolutely can. That's why this message is coming to you. These are for November, but if you see this message or this, pile anytime, they are timeless messages meant for you when you pull up this video and pick this pile. So yeah, what is your true purpose? Maybe you're not quite ready to start that yet because you're not sure what it is. This may just be the little nudge to say, maybe start looking into that. You know what? Maybe you need this new adventure in your life. Maybe somehow over here, this is going to start the new adventure in your life. It's okay, because when we make mistakes, we do learn. Sometimes we don't like the lesson, but we've still had it. Better to embrace it, because what I want to say, I learned in astrology with the planet Saturn, when he brings lessons to you and you ignore them, or you have the lessons happened and you still ignore it and you don't learn from it, it will just happen again, a little more intense and maybe a totally different way. But it will come back, okay? So it's better to be friends with Saturn. So I kind of think of it the same here, right? Embrace the lesson. Because mistakes happen. We're human beings. Yes, we're divine beings at the same time, but we're here on earth to learn things, learn about our spirit, our divine selves as well. So get out there, go on that adventure, and trust yourself. Next, we have Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. See, I think these are kind of tying in together. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Wishing you health. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, and new ideas should be implemented. Wishing you health. So, is it time to maybe take your health concerns a little more seriously? For some of you, that could be the message, okay? Right now, they may be a little challenging. And maybe that's why you know you need to take control of any health issues that you're having by going to your doctor, by going to a healthcare or holistic practitioner, whoever it is that you go to. That's not for me to tell you. And to speak clearly and accurately. I know sometimes we get afraid when things happen physically or mentally to us with our health, and we're afraid to go to the doctor because we don't want to know what it is, right? We don't want to know what it is. But they're saying, you know what, you need to, I just feel this is a message in these cards. You need to go. You need to tell them exactly what is happening, what the symptoms, side effects, however you want to describe it is. And you take control of it. This ace is new beginnings as well. Okay, we're talking about new beginning here. You may have to deal with and, in some case, fix, heal any health issues that you have and move on to the new beginning. And this Ace of Winter is really kind of bringing mental clarity to the situation, new ideas. Maybe if it's just simply, you need to maybe lose weight or be more active to keep your joint health or your muscle health, in good shape, whatever it is, your heart health, or you need to lose weight. Maybe for some of you, you even need to gain it. It depends. Everyone's different. Think of things outside of the box on how you can do that. It's time for a new, and again, I had a fairy card, I think in pile 1, and she was different card, but she was sitting there kind of in the same way. And I'm going to say the same thing here. Call on your fairy guides, call on spirit to help you through this, to help you speak your truth, articulate it well, right? To be clear when you're speaking to someone about your health issues here. And look, if you don't have health issues, then this particular set of messages isn't for you, okay? This is someone who knows out there, right? You know that there's something you've been procrastinating on going to see about. Next, we have the Sun. Oh, you guys, plans that work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and connections. Gratitude for the blessings of life. With simplicity. Oh, and look at the little fairy princess, right? Childlike. Okay, simplifying your life will bring you a sense of clarity and renewal. If this is mental health issues, right? It's getting that clarity back. Being able to see things clearly again, because we know sometimes with mental health issues, it does cause things to be a little foggy, or you're not necessarily yourself or seeing things clearly. But what I want to say here is, through all of these different messages, you're ending with the Sun. You're ending with success. It's the best card. Everything's going to work out perfect. It's going to lead to rewards and connections for you. It's going to bring blessings into your life. So you being willing to hear the music, to bring this childlike spirit back in, to forgive yourself and trust yourself and go on new adventure, to really deal with anything mental, physical, even spiritual health, okay? Will bring more simplicity in some way into your life, as well as a sense of clarity, but also just happiness all around. And these can be different situations that come up with you, right? Like maybe you don't have a health issue right now, but something is going to happen from the time you see this reading. And you'll be like, oh, in the reading, they said, get with it right away if we want to see this nice ending. Okay, up here, letting go of all that hard work and no play, and bringing in some more play is going to bring you simplicity and fun into your life. That new adventure, stepping out, taking a chance, same thing. So you may find during this month, or from the time you hear this, that different scenarios or energies, people, whatever it is, situations are going to come in and around you that are going to trigger these things for you. Okay? And in those moments, you have a choice. I either embrace it because I've heard about this, or I leave it be and do nothing. I always say it like that because, I mean, who's going to choose to, once you've heard this message coming in from Spirit and your fairy guides, who's going to not do nothing, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to go all gung-ho, flat out, straight out, you know. You take your time. You work on it a bit at a time. You make plans, okay? We have here the Priestess. Love it. Okay, we need two more. So we have the Priestess. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have the Magician. Wow. They're like a couple, I want to say. And you have the Nine of Cups. All right, like this. Okay, we have two oracles to do after this, but let me just quickly get in. We have, I'm going to start with the Priestess. She is all seeing. She is all knowing. She trusts her gut. She trusts her intuition. She knows that the answers to all of these things lie within you. She's a divine feminine energy. Okay? Do not rush it. You take your time. Okay? She's sitting there in meditation. She's looking at her crystal ball. She's trusting her intuition. She doesn't just see with her eyes, she feels. Then we have the Magician, her counterpart, I want to say, who is the master of everything. He works with the air, okay, which are your thoughts, your actions, your words. He works with wands, which is your passion, your motivation, your inspiration, your energy. He works with cups, your emotions, your intuition, your creativity. And he works with pentacles, which is how you work, your finances, your prosperity. He can work with all of those things to plant seeds. We talk about this a lot, to plant seeds for manifestation. So therefore, you decide what it is you want to do, how you want your life to be, how you want this new adventure to take place for you. You plan it, you put it out, you do it, you ask Spirit to help guide you with it, and you manifest it and bring it into your life. And the Nine of Cups, just like the Sun here, is wish fulfillment. That is getting everything that you wished for or that you manifested. Okay? Oh, I love those messages piled too. Those are awesome. Let's get a couple of oracles here. There's success to be had. And it can be success in many different ways. It's how it resonates with you. Okay, maybe you've just been really down in the dumps and this makes sense. And the success is going to be, it raises you out of that, right? Maybe you're having some mental health issues. It raises you out of that. You're having health issues. It raises you up out of that. Fairy guides. Oh my gosh, you guys. Whenever you are feeling blue, don't fear. The fairies are protecting you. It's what I said here, and I don't know if I finished my sentence now because I never remember. They're sitting here waiting for you to call on them for help. And that's what you need to do. They're protecting you, and they are willing to help you. And that's fairy guides. It's all of your spirit guides, right? Ooh, I get tinglies. The fairies always give me tinglies. They were one of the first oracle decks that I ever got. It was, oh, what deck was it? This deck here. And I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm trying to look and I can't see it. And from the very first time I touched them, when I opened the box, I tingled from head to all up my back, down my arms. I was just a tingly mess, but in a good way. And that always happens when I do these fairy readings. I absolutely love them. Okay. The Griffon or the Griffin. Be brave and fly above the clouds. I'm just going to hold it up so you can see the name of it. I think it's Griffin, maybe. Be brave and fly above the clouds, right? You're never going to get anywhere standing still. Okay? So make the move, make the move. Make the move, okay? And success is yours. Pile 2, I love this. If you did, please throw me a thumbs up. You know, leave comments if you want to. You know, I can't see who leaves thumbs up, so I really have no idea who it is. So if you're watching my channel and, you know, you want to do it on the down low, that's totally okay. I don't mind at all. But I don't see who you are if you leave a thumbs, if you give me a like, okay? If you leave a message, I'll see your username, yes. Or a comment, right? So please don't hesitate to do that. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, see, I said something different than what I normally say and it threw me off. If you are new here, subscribe. You know what? You can join my other regulars. Hello. I call you guys the regulars now, you know. They always come in and have a seat at my table, right? So join the regulars, become a subscriber, click the notification bell so you know when my new videos come out. When I say I do themed readings, these are the type of readings. I do themed deck readings and just let whatever the main energy is on the deck along with other spirit guides and God Source Universe to come through and bring the messages for you. If you know someone who needs a message like this, who needs to hear this because they work too hard, because they can't forgive themselves, they think that it's too late to have a new start, or maybe they have health problems and they don't want to deal with it, maybe show them what can be if you're willing to take the step forwards. Pile 2, thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3. This card, Contemplation, the number 29. I'm just going to set it to the side. I've been saying what beautiful cards are in this deck. Let me just look and see if I can find the name of it. Nature's Whispers, just beautiful, the cards. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. We have Tarot Oracle here. When I was creating the piles, I did it with the intention of each one being a message. So 4 sets of messages, and then even messages within those messages. Will they tie together? I really don't know until we get into the cards, right? But that's what we're going with here. There's going to be live tarot and oracle at the end as well. So pile 3, Queen of Spring. Brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. With abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Oh, nice. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. And these cards are just beautiful too. Okay. So we have here, believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you have a balance between work and home life. Okay. These messages come out time after time, and I believe it's because of the times we're living in, right? We really, our work and play is not as balanced now. It really, really isn't. But the messages that I'm actually getting from this card as well, it comes into this believe in yourself when it comes to abundance. You need to believe that you are worthy. You need to believe that you are deserving. You need to believe that you are capable if you put the work in, okay, to have abundance in your life, whether it's material possessions, whether it's money, whether it's just a life of love and friendship and good times, whatever it is that you want for your life, you are capable of manifesting that for yourself, earning that for yourself. There is enough here for everyone. I know at times it doesn't seem like it, but they're really pushing this message of you need to do for yourself. We're here to help you all the way through. But like everything I think I've said before, maybe in pile 1, you know, there are miracles that happen. And then there are the good things that happen in your life because you're calling on spirit, on your different fairy guides, different spirit guides, ancestors, whomever, you're calling on them to help you, and they do. So this is a message to just keep going, I want to say. And for some of you, it could be each individual line, like wonderful people want to help you. So maybe in order to have that balance, you may need to call on more people in to help you with that. And they would be like abundance, right? Because they would be like a gift to you. Maybe you decide, is it worth getting that nanny? Is it worth an after-school program? Is it worth maybe a slight cut in pay so I can spend more time with my families, because you're cutting your hours back a little bit? What works for my family that I could do? You never know. Think of those different types of things. Unity. Do the right thing for the right reasons. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, right? I like that. That's kind of tying in. Nice. A spiritually minded community. So maybe for some of you, let's see what card goes with it though. Angel of the Secret Glade. Visualize the color blue around you and know that you live in truth. Okay. I love that. And I almost feel like I can tie it back to here as well. So the first thing that's coming in is live in your truth. And I love that it says visualize the color blue. And this is actually like a purpley blue card too. But unity, I love that. That's being able, like unity, being able to see two different sides of things. Compare traditional versus new to see which works for you. You may want to apply that back here when you're trying to get that work-life balance, okay? Maybe when you want people to step in and help you. You see what works for you. And do the right thing for the right reasons. Speak your truth. Okay, you need to speak your truth, what works for you, and not be afraid to say it out loud, what works for you, and to not give a hoot what other people think. This is about you. It could also be about you and your family. You could be a single person working 90 hours a week. You still need a home life balance. It doesn't mean that you have to have a spouse and children, right? Or a partner and children. It can also be for you. And it could be just you getting out and spending more time with your friends. But I almost hear with do the right thing for the right reason is speaking your truth. Don't do it for selfish reasons. And how that's going to apply to someone, I don't know. But if it resonates, it does. And I've said it because it will resonate with someone. Here we have Four of Autumn. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. Wow. Okay, these are all. The Chakra Fairy. Okay. This right here, okay, is saying there needs to be balance in your life. If you think of your chakra system, right from crown down to your base or your root chakra, those are the 7 main ones. Okay, there needs to be balance in there. And if you don't have the balance up here, they're calling on you to find it, right? If you're not doing things for the right reasons, that's going to throw you out of line. You feel this, you know it. You just may never have given it a name before. But manage your resources wisely. Like I said, maybe you can take a cut an hour or a small cut in pay to give you that more time. Maybe you can, if you change some things around here, be able to hire someone who can help take care of things. It'd be great if you could find someone to volunteer, right? You know, someone that you love and trust, right? To volunteer and help you. I mean, that's even better. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know, traditional and new ideas. It may not be traditionally what people done, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. So you do what works for you, right? Even here, achieving balance in how you spend and save your money. These could be messages for you that this is something you need to find balance on, right? Because we have the chakra fairy here, which I want to say is balancing those chakras. So maybe you need to balance the way you spend your money, the way you save your money, what resources you have available, and are you able, at the end of all that, to even help people? Maybe you can help people. Maybe you could be the person who helps someone to have a better balance in any of these areas of their life. Okay, contemplation, these are lots of things. These are lots of things for you to think about, right? Pile 3. Next, we have awakening. And we have change the way you're looking at the situation, which is right here. Compare the traditional against the new and see what's better for you. Embrace your uniqueness. As I said, who cares what anyone else thinks? You do what works for you, right? A temporary pause in action with the card patience. Greet each moment with endurance and presence of mind. So, one just message quickly. None of this has to happen right away. This message is, I do it. Each month I do a fairy guide reading. As you know, I do many others. And if you're new to my channel, I do many others. You can check them out in my playlists. And please subscribe, okay? But you can take your time. If you see this reading in March of 2024, then it's the time that you've seen this reading. It was meant for you, okay? I'm just recording it in November. These are timeless messages. So you can see how they kind of tie together, but they're also individuals. So when you're going through these things, again, patience is key. You don't need to run out, just pedal to the metal type of thing. You can take your time, all right? Take time to contemplate. What is it? How can you best use your resources in any of these situations? Love this message for you, pile 3. Let's get on to your tarot. We'll get 3 cards here for confirmation, clarification, advice, guidance. Okay. 8 of Wands. Well, now, I see how that's tying in. I'm just going to talk about it right now. The 8 of Wands is making a plan. So you're contemplating, you're seeing things from a different perspective. All of these other cards that we talked about, you're going to make the plan, you're going to set aim, and you're going after it, okay? The Hanged Fae, right here under Awakening, the Hanged Man. Don't worry about taking the time out, seeing things from different perspectives, changing your perception even on some things, right? If you see it a different way, it may change your perception on a new idea or way of doing things that's going to bring unity, right, to your situation, and contemplating what would be best. Now, when I say how these energies will come in and around you, what I feel a lot of the time is that sometimes it's very direct and very straight. Sometimes it just means something may come up about a home and work life this month, or from whatever time you see this reading, and it's going to trigger this in you. Maybe something's going to come up about your money management. Okay, maybe something's going to come up about needing more unity, right? Old ways opposed to new ways, doing things for the right reason. And these messages, the reason I do them is, one, that's how I give back, right? That's part of what I do this lifetime for myself. It's one of the things I do. And this could be, that little nudge, whatever. It's going to trigger something in you to maybe different situations, people, the situations will come up, however it may be, where you're going to be faced with these and you're going to go, oh, I listened to this reading because, I want it to have guidance and clarity about something. And maybe you get it right away, or maybe it's going to give you clarity down the line, right? The Emperor. That's just being large and in charge, okay? The Emperor, look at him sitting there. He's like, I'm the king of all kings. So he embodies all of those things, each one of the kings. And he's the ruler and the leader of his life. And that's what they want you to take on here, being in control of your life. finding balance, okay? Even taking the time out to be able to sit in contemplation. I love that. All right. And I love that her head dress here is a butterfly, which is change and transformation. Things need to change. You just need to figure out, I think you already know the what. I think you just need to figure out the how or even why. Keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but we'll make sure you're safe and sound. I love that. Okay, so there's a message. Keep going. It may feel hard to try to make these changes, okay? To try to get more balance in when it comes to all these different areas, but don't give up and call on your fairy guides, your spirit guides, God, Source, Universe, okay? Whomever it is for you. Let's get one here from the Forest Fae. The old paths. Walk in unknown territory to see from a new perspective. Seriously, seriously, we talked about old versus new. We have two hanged fairies here, okay? The hanged fae and the hanged, I'm going to call him, I don't know what you call a fairy man. Is it just fairy too? I really don't know. I don't know if it really matters. Because she was fae and I was like, I know there are mermen, right? Then you know what? You're seeing things from a new perspective. They're telling you old paths. Walk in unknown territory to see from a new perspective. So pile 3. This is awesome. This is a beautiful reading. Work to be done. If you liked it, please give me that like. As I said in pile 2, I can't see who likes my videos. So if you are watching, I'm going to call it incognito. If you give me a like, it's not like Facebook. I don't know who gave me the like. Okay. So I really, if you want to remain anonymous, you can and still give a like. Okay. Secondly, if you're new, please subscribe. I mentioned that earlier. And my regular viewers, hello, my regular subscribers. If you know someone who may need to hear this message, then please pass it along to them if it can bring some clarity and balance into their life. And if you feel that you want, please leave a comment or a message, in which case I will see your username. But with the like button, I do not. So, please support me in that way if you can. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.